Things happen. I'm not perfect. I forget things, and I'm posting it anyway. I'm getting set to take a trip to Detroit this weekend, so I'm just going to show you a little bit about how I set up my car. This is my 2021 Forester. So in the back seat, I'll take out my grandson's car seat. I'm going to be putting this side of the seat down. I leave that side of the seat up, and then I'll show you how I arrange the back. I've pushed the front passenger seat all the way up. And now this seat is down. I leave that seat up. Now it leaves a great big gap here. So what I do for that, my husband made this cover, or whatever you want to call it, out of plywood and just scraps. It has a hinge, and I put it right in there to cover the gap. Let me put it in and I'll show you. All right, here it is in the car. It fits snug right up to the seat, goes all the way over to the other seat, and then goes this far, and underneath it just has one support. Now, my car a little bit is tilted upward, but I sleep with my head here, so that doesn't bother me at all. Let's go look in the back of the car. So I haven't put anything in yet. I keep trash bags here. I have a bungee cord with paper towels on it. And then I have these ratchet straps hooked onto the D-rings. I have a ring here, a ring here, and then the corresponding rings over here. And I just leave the ratchet straps in there. I use the ratchet straps to strap things down in the back here so that if I have an accident, which hopefully I won't, but if I did, things won't become projectiles. I have the bottom layers in place now, so let's take a look. Here's the panel here that takes up the gap between the middle seat and the front seat. I've put my coffee supplies down there. All right, this is an experiment. I have here a cushion. The brand is Purple. It's a gel cushion, and I put it in the middle because sometimes my hips are a little bit sore. I think I have bony hips, so I don't know if I'm going to like that in there or not. And I was really okay without it, but that's an experiment. I have this here is an insulating pad, Thermarest, and then I have a Thermarest self-inflatable mattress. It doesn't go up all the way. I'm going to put a pillow there right here to kind of even things out, because you can see my bed's not flat. And the Thermarest self-inflatable goes down not quite to my feet, but that doesn't bother me. This, let's go to the back and look at it. This is like that egg crate foam. There's 2 layers of egg crate foam, and then the cover. This was just a blanket that had a hole in the corner, and I cut it and sewed it. I folded it over, sewed it at the top and the side, and then stuffed the egg crate in. And honestly, the hardest part was just stuffing the egg crate in. Sewing it wasn't hard at all, but I just had to be careful to get that egg crate in. I kind of had to fold it in half, and then I stuffed it in. So those are the bottom layers. Let's look at the rest of what I put on. First layer is my t-shirt blanket. I made this. It makes me feel happy when I'm on the road sleeping in my car. The lining is flannel. Next layer is a car heated blanket. It plugs into my Jackery. The plug-in part looks like that, and I'll show you the Jackery in a few minutes. So I may or may not use this. It's supposed to get down to a low of 48 degrees at night in Detroit this weekend. And then my last layer is a Pendleton wool blanket. This is a blanket that I splurged on this past summer at Glacier National Park. and I've been really happy with the blanket. So I don't know if I'll use it or not. I can just throw it off, or if it's colder than I think it's going to be, I can fold it in half and get double layers out of it and make sure that my electric blanket is on. So that's my bed. I have 2 pillows up there, and it will be a little tiny bit of a slope, but that doesn't bother me. So there it is. I'm sitting in the back of my car now to talk to you a little bit about my Jackery. I have a Jackery Explorer 500. That means that I can pull 500 watts out of my Jackery. It's a freestanding power station, and I use it primarily to charge my devices and also to heat water for my coffee, and sometimes I use it to heat food. Let's take a look here. All right, here's the Jackery 500. It has the DC port right here, and if I want to use my electric blanket, that's what I'll use for that. And then 3 USB ports, and then there's an AC outlet. So I've used all 3 of those. This button here, it says display, and that shows me that it's 100% charged up. This has been sitting for a couple of weeks. I haven't charged it. It just has retained the charge. Now, how do you charge it? There are 3 ways to charge it. Here's the input to charge it, and this case came with the Jackery. I just tied it onto here. I keep it on here. And in the case, there were 3 cords. One was this cord that has the DC outlet. This goes in a car charger, and that's how I'm going to charge it. So I would plug this end into the input, and then in the back of my car, I actually have right there, I have a charger in the back of my car. So my car is off, so it's not charging right now. But while I'm driving, I can charge my Jackery. I'm going to go ahead and unplug that. I don't need it right now. If I have my Jackery in the house, I use the charger with the AC outlet. And I plug the other end of that, of the AC outlet charger, into the input. The 3rd way to charge it is with a solar panel, and I don't own a solar panel. I haven't had a need for it, but maybe someday I'll get a solar panel. So 3 ways to charge it, and then I can get power out of it with the DC outlet, the USB ports, and the AC outlet. And I have really enjoyed having this. So I'm here in Ann Arbor, and here's Michigan Stadium. It's just a couple of blocks away from where my younger brother lives, and we had a nice visit. So on the other side of the street where I'm standing, this is Pioneer High School, and that's where I went to high school. So I graduated from Pioneer High School and then graduated from University of Michigan. And there's Pioneer High School over there. Now I'm on my way to Detroit to visit my older brother. I'll take a few videos there too. Here we are in downtown Detroit. I did not sleep in my car last night. That's my brother's house behind me, so I just slept in his house. I realized when I got to Detroit, all the way to Detroit from central Indiana, that I forgot my window covers, and I'm not sleeping in my car without privacy, without window covers. Now, if I weren't headed to my brother's house, if I were just headed to, say, a state park or who knows where, I would have scooted over to Walmart and got some black poster board to cut out and pop into my car windows. I keep scissors in my car, so I could have done that, or I would have stayed in a hotel or an Airbnb. But as it is, I'm here at my brother's house and just stayed there. Now, why was I going to sleep in my car anyway when I was headed to my brother's house? That was just an experiment for a little bit of car camping in cooler weather. I actually enjoy sleeping in my car. It's private and quiet, and I have everything I need. But this time, well, it just didn't work out because I forgot my window covers. So that's the update on the car camping. If I wanted my life to look perfect, I wouldn't post this video on YouTube, but things happen. I'm not perfect. I forget things, and I'm posting it anyway.